Module 4. Unit 7, Emotions, 4 Aspects and Individual. There are 4 distinct aspects of emotions. They're biological, cognitive, social, and self-conscious dimensions. These aspects contribute to our understanding of emotions in shaping human behavior, cognition, and interpersonal relationships. Emotions are complex, and their study requires examining how they influence individual actions, thoughts, and social interactions. Additionally, emotions can be categorized into basic emotions like fear, sadness, and joy, and more cognitively complex emotions such as shame, guilt, and pride. Biological aspects of emotion refer to the physiological processes that underlie emotional experiences. Emotions are not just abstract feelings, but are deeply rooted in biological systems, especially the brain and the nervous system. For example, fear triggers the activation of the amygdala, a part of the brain involved in processing threats and coordinating responses to danger. This activation prepares the body for action, such as fighting or fleeing, by increasing heart rate, releasing stress hormones like cortisol, and sharpening focus. These physiological responses are crucial for survival, as they enable individuals to react quickly to threats in their environment. Similarly, joy and other positive emotions are associated with the release of neurotransmitters such as dopamine and serotonin, which promote feelings of pleasure and reward. The biological processes behind these emotions encourage behaviors that support well-being, such as social bonding, goal achievement, and relaxation. By understanding the biological mechanisms behind emotions, we can better grasp how emotional states influence behavior and decision-making. The cognitive aspect of emotion involves how individuals appraise and interpret emotional experiences. Cognitive theories of emotion, such as Richard Lazarus's appraisal theory, suggest that emotions arise from the way individuals evaluate events or situations. In this view, emotions are the result of cognitive appraisals that determine whether a particular situation is relevant to an individual's goals or values. For example, if a person evaluates a promotion at work as a positive event that aligns with their career goals, they are likely to feel happiness or pride. On the other hand, if they interpret a stressful situation as a threat to their well-being, they may experience anxiety or fear. This cognitive aspect of emotion underscores the importance of perception and interpretation in emotional experiences. 2 individuals may react differently to the same event depending on how they appraise the situation. For instance, one person might view a difficult exam as an opportunity to demonstrate their skills, resulting in feelings of motivation or excitement. Another person might see the exam as a threat to their academic success, leading to feelings of stress or fear. These different appraisals influence the intensity and type of emotion experienced, demonstrating the strong link between cognition and emotion. Social aspects of emotion focus on how emotions are influenced by and expressed within social contexts. Emotions play a crucial role in regulating social interactions, helping individuals navigate relationships and group dynamics. Emotions such as empathy, love, and jealousy are deeply tied to social experiences, shaping how people connect with others, form bonds, and resolve conflicts. For example, empathy enables individuals to understand and share the feelings of others, which strengthens relationships and promotes prosocial behavior. Social emotions also help individuals adhere to social norms and maintain their reputation within groups. Emotions like guilt and shame are examples of self-conscious emotions that arise in response to social feedback and the violation of social standards. These emotions often prompt individuals to correct their behavior, seek forgiveness, or make amends for their actions. On the other hand, pride can enhance self-esteem and reinforce positive behaviors that align with social expectations. Through these social functions, emotions help individuals navigate complex social environments and maintain healthy relationships. Self-conscious and cognitively complex emotions, such as shame, guilt, pride, and embarrassment, differ from basic emotions because they require a sense of self-awareness and the ability to evaluate oneself in relation to societal norms or expectations. These emotions are typically experienced when individuals reflect on how they are perceived by others or how their actions align with personal or societal standards. For example, pride arises when an individual feels they have achieved something meaningful, while guilt may emerge when they believe they have done something wrong. The development of self-conscious emotions is closely tied to cognitive growth. As children develop a sense of self and become more aware of social rules, they begin to experience these more complex emotions. For instance, a child who accidentally breaks a rule may feel embarrassment if they understand that their behavior is being judged by others. Over time, as cognitive abilities expand, individuals gain a more nuanced understanding of these emotions and learn how to manage them in social contexts. This development of self-conscious emotions plays a critical role in moral reasoning, ethical decision-making, and social behavior. Fear, sadness, and joy are often categorized as basic emotions because they are universally recognized and serve clear adaptive purposes. Fear, for example, is an emotion that has evolved to help individuals detect and respond to threats. It triggers the body's fight or flight response, which is essential for survival in dangerous situations. Sadness, on the other hand, often arises in response to loss or failure and serves as a signal to withdraw and reflect. This emotion can also foster social support, as others may offer comfort or assistance when they perceive someone is sad. Joy, a positive emotion, reinforces behaviors that contribute to personal and social well-being. It encourages individuals to seek out rewarding experiences, build relationships, and pursue goals that lead to happiness and fulfillment. In addition to basic emotions, more cognitively complex emotions, such as envy or admiration, are influenced by the individual's thoughts and social context. These emotions require a higher level of cognitive processing, as they involve comparing oneself to others and assessing one's own status or achievements. For instance, envy arises when individuals feel they lack something that others have, while admiration occurs when individuals recognize and appreciate the qualities or achievements of others. These emotions are more nuanced and tied to social relationships, highlighting the complexity of human emotional experiences. Unit 8. Applied Concerns, Growth and Unconscious Motivations and Interventions. There are many practical applications of motivational theories, such as focusing on growth, unconscious motivations, and interventions to enhance motivational and emotional well-being. Theories of motivation have long been studied in psychology to understand human behavior, but their application in real-world contexts is critical for improving people's lives. These theories can be used to recommend practical applications, as long as practicality takes precedence over theoretical speculation. Self-actualization is a term popularized by Abraham Maslow within the framework of humanistic psychology. Self-actualization refers to the realization of an individual's full potential and the fulfillment of their innate capacities. According to Maslow, self-actualization sits at the top of his hierarchy of needs, which outlines a progression from basic physiological needs to more complex psychological needs like esteem and self-actualization. Maslow believed that individuals who reach this stage are those who have fully explored their talents, creativity, and inner drives, living authentic and meaningful lives. The pursuit of self-actualization is a lifelong process that involves continuous growth and self-improvement. Humanistic psychology emphasizes the importance of personal growth, autonomy, and self-determination. It views humans as inherently good and capable of making rational decisions about their lives. Growth, in this context, is not limited to achieving external goals, but also involves emotional and psychological development. Carl Rogers, another key figure in humanistic psychology, contributed to this understanding with his theory of the self and his concept of unconditional positive regard. Rogers believed that individuals could only grow and realize their potential when they are accepted and valued by others without conditions. This sense of acceptance fosters an environment where people can explore their true selves and pursue their goals without fear of judgment or failure. While humanistic psychology focuses on conscious growth and self-actualization, psychodynamic theories, particularly those rooted in the work of Sigmund Freud, explore the role of unconscious motivations in shaping behavior. Freud's theory of personality suggests that much of human behavior is driven by unconscious desires and conflicts, which arise from repressed emotions and experiences, often from childhood. These unconscious motivations can influence an individual's thoughts, actions, and emotional well-being. For example, someone who experienced unresolved conflicts with a parent may unconsciously seek validation or approval in their adult relationships, even if they are not fully aware of this motivation. Ego psychology, a branch of psychodynamic theory, further explores how the ego mediates between unconscious desires and the demands of reality. Ego psychologists like Erik Erikson emphasize the importance of social relationships and identity formation in human development. Erikson's theory of psychosocial development outlines 8 stages of life, each characterized by a specific conflict that individuals must resolve to develop a healthy personality. For example, in adolescence, the key conflict is between identity and role confusion. Successfully resolving this conflict leads to a strong sense of self and direction, which is critical for personal growth and emotional well-being. While psychodynamic theories focus on unconscious motivations, positive psychology shifts the focus to enhancing well-being through strengths, virtues, and positive emotions. Martin Seligman, one of the founders of positive psychology, argues that psychology should not only focus on treating mental illness, but also on promoting the positive aspects of life that contribute to happiness and fulfillment. Positive psychology explores concepts like gratitude, optimism, and resilience as key factors in enhancing well-being. It encourages individuals to cultivate positive emotions and relationships, develop a sense of purpose, and engage in meaningful activities that align with their values and strengths. One of the main goals of positive psychology is to help individuals build resilience, which is the ability to bounce back from adversity. Resilience is not just about surviving challenges, but about thriving and growing stronger in the face of difficulty. Positive psychology interventions often include practices like gratitude journaling, where individuals regularly reflect on what they are thankful for, and mindfulness exercises, which help people stay present and manage stress. These practices have been shown to enhance emotional well-being and increase overall life satisfaction. Interventions aimed at enriching motivational and emotional resources are a key focus. These interventions can be divided into 3 main categories: cognitive, emotional, and behavioral. Cognitive interventions involve changing the way individuals think about themselves and their circumstances. For example, cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, helps individuals identify and challenge negative thought patterns and replace them with more positive and realistic ones. By changing how they interpret events, individuals can alter their emotional responses and behaviors, leading to improved mental health and motivation. Emotional interventions focus on helping individuals manage and regulate their emotions more effectively. Emotion regulation strategies, such as cognitive reappraisal and mindfulness, are designed to help people cope with negative emotions in healthier ways. For instance, cognitive reappraisal involves changing how one thinks about a situation to reduce its emotional impact. Mindfulness, on the other hand, encourages individuals to observe their thoughts and emotions without judgment, allowing them to process their feelings without becoming overwhelmed by them. Behavioral interventions involve changing actions and habits to improve motivation and well-being. These interventions often focus on building healthy routines, setting achievable goals, and reinforcing positive behaviors. For example, a person who wants to improve their physical health might set a goal to exercise regularly and track their progress over time. Behavioral interventions are often used in conjunction with cognitive and emotional strategies to create lasting change. Motivation and emotional well-being are not static traits, but can be cultivated through intentional practices and interventions. By understanding the role of growth, unconscious motivations, and positive psychology, individuals can take proactive steps to enhance their mental health and lead more fulfilling lives. Whether through humanistic approaches that focus on self-actualization, psychodynamic theories that explore unconscious drives, or positive psychology interventions that build resilience and optimism, there are multiple paths to achieving greater well-being.